Hello. Hello, chat. Hello. I know, I have a real voice. Would you believe it? I have a real voice. I'm not a silent streamer, I promise. Hello. Yeah, it is the calm before the storm. Real voice, yeah. Don't be sad, we still have one more stream with Snake Eye. That is true. We could play Snake Eye right now if we wanted to. I'm not going to though. I'm gonna play a warm-up game, and then we've got some things to do. The story of the White Forest will be told for decades. Who's this lovely streamer? I don't know. Some loser. How's the audio, by the way? Can we hear everything? I've got a fan running. Hopefully we can't hear that in the background. Things to do, such as learning battle wasps. Hell no. Hell no. I should be learning Malice, but I've still yet to read a Malice card. April is racist towards bees. No. I mean, battle wasps are wasps, not bees. But yeah, hello chat. Do you play TCG? No. I used to, a long time ago before Master Duel, but when Master Duel came out, I realized there's no point in playing the TCG. Master Duel is just better. Why did they make Desiree without a link? It's a bit weird. Early Lacrima. What do you mean? Surely I just let this resolve. Like, they're under 4. Why do I care? If they make Requiem, I draw. If they use its effects, I draw. I guess they could... Oh, it's Punk. Okay. They could equip it from the field, right? But that's still one draw. That's worth it. The Punk cards don't do anything on Defura. Punk based. I don't know if Punk is based. I think Punk is kind of cringe. Why have I got triple tactics? You want to explain that one? And why do we have sequence without Requiem? This is such a strange game. How's everyone's day? Hello. Hello, Tempest. Where is our follow-up? What do you mean? It's turn 1 and we're going second. What do you mean where's our follow-up? But true, we don't have a play. We actually don't have a play, which is kind of spooky. Now we have a play. Avatar is back, yeah. Yay, you like the avatar, thank you. Oh, okay. So, if we use this Sarnia, they will 100% negate it. So this is free. I don't want to summon anyway because I want a high spirits, but they're gonna negate it. Of course they will. Is Malice the Storm? Yes. I believe so. I do not know anything about Malice other than that Lancia is a good card against it. Wait, are we in main phase 2? It's turn 1. Oh, you know what? You know what? Is it because my model covers the turn count? Maybe we should slightly reposition. You still can't see it. It's kind of awkward. I don't really want to be any smaller. I'm too big. I'm too big. I'm sorry, guys. What if I do this? Now you can see the turn. Okay, well we should be fine. I also drew grass, which is pretty cool. I'll start deployment because I can Ash. I can call by Ash. They probably don't have Ash because Fua, but just in case. For the Storm guys, remember if you see Dormouse normal summon, just Lancia, don't wait for the effect. Okay, I'll take your word for it. No Lancia equals Scoop? I don't know. I think Malice is likely to be the best deck. By quite a big margin. I guess we don't need to grass. I guess we can grass. Snake Eye Fiendsmith Millennium Slot will still compete post-ban list, but only until Rizio releases. That is not accurate. That's not accurate. Snake Eye is not a good deck without Oak. It's unfortunately not that good. I'm still gonna try it. Still gonna try and play with Birch instead, but I don't think it's very good. I'm not paying attention to this game, actually. I don't know why. Like, I'm just not paying attention. I'm just sad for the people I have to climb. Since I got reset to Rookie for not playing in a long time. Oh my god. Do not feel sorry for that. I do that, like, every month for Rookie to Master climb. Half of the people below Gold are just bots. So, it's fine. Wait, why did they let Mercuria resolve? This was, you should negate this, surely. Christian is crazy consistent too? Yeah, Christian is one of the better decks, but, it is not, better than Malice. There's no way. Malice kills Christian? Well, I don't know anything about the matchups, of course, because I don't even know what a Malice card does. But, I'm pretty sure Malice is a one-card combo going first FTK style deck with lots of room for hand traps. It's like a really simple kind of deck. I think Malice absolutely does outclass everything else, but I don't think it's like a tier 0 format. Well, what's the justification then? Why is it not tier 0? Is there some sort of numbers that needs to be met? Like, if it outclasses everything else, then if you're trying to win, you play Malice or you're not trying. I'm gonna negate Nibiru. It's the only thing that I need to care about. Wonder how fast it's going to get hits. I'm sure play rate is going to be high. That is crazy. People talking about the hitting Malice before it's even released. It's gonna be so crazy when it's like 3 months old. People are gonna be so mad about that deck. Malice has consistency issues, is a fairly complicated deck to pilot, and the end board is not that impressive. Why do I feel like every single one of those points isn't true? I don't know the deck, so I can't really comment, but I feel like that's not accurate. I'm sure it's complicated by some interpretation, but you know, every Yu-Gi-Oh deck is difficult. Yu-Gi-Oh is just hard. Ryzel is going to be played more? Probably, but Ryzel's not out yet. It bricks like hell unless you're on a lure. I guess we'll have to see. I wish the cards were like out in the deck builder. I kind of wish that they changed up the way they like announced cards, because I know I can look at like a TCG deck builder, but like, wouldn't it be cool if in Master Duel you could play like solo modes with cards without needing to own them? Like a practice mode? But they before they were out, like that would be kind of cool. I know I can just do that with any simulator, but from Konami's perspective, they could put it in Master Duel. Like they pretend simulators don't exist. It would be a cool feature. The deck is really bad going second. Potentially. If it's like a Cyberse thing where you need to stick your monster and then link it off for it to work, then that is definitely vulnerable going second. Because Mathmech kind of works like that. And it's kind of bad into removal. Because like any late deck like that where you need to stick your monsters just kind of means that every single disruption is effective against you. Like any kind of removal. Mirror Jade Banish, for example. I have triple hand trap, but my opponent's passing turn. Crazy. This hand would beat Malice. Any upcoming decks you're interested in other than Malice? Well, I'm interested in Ryziel. And I'll be honest, I could not name another upcoming deck. Okay, why did my opponent set 2 and then start playing? Did they forget that Vela was like a play in this deck? Did they think it was like a complete brick? I'm gonna Bestial now. Look up branded Draco Tail. Oh, you know what? I do know about Dragon Tail. Ultimate Fusion. Do I care about this? It would be nice to banish it, because then it's gone for good. Yeah, let's chain. Yeah, I would be kind of interested in Dragon Tail. Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. Yeah, so today I'm just warming up, by the way. But what I'm gonna do later on in the stream is we're gonna do the final Gamba before the pack expires. Because I still, believe it or not, do not have the alt arts that I need. I have 2 Alba still, and I have 0 Ecclesia. Not even Ancient Fairy Dragon's retrained archetype. No. Honestly, nothing puts me to sleep more in Yu-Gi-Oh! Than new archetypes that are just, like, old cards built into an archetype. It's kind of so boring, in my opinion. Did you see a guy got top 100 in the DC, then took almost the same deck to Korean WCQ and got top 8? That's cool. Okay. I'm not gonna draw, because this is my High Spirits discard. This is one of those hands where we can totally survive being ashed. Are you saving nothing for Malice? Well, I do have the actual dust. I do have the actual dust. Also, look, I'm playing Lancia. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for Malice. I have the actual dust. I have like 160 dust or something. And we'll have a little bit more after today. It's not going to be enough, but I'm prepared to dust like another deck. I have a lot of decks that I don't think I will play ever again. Or like decks that I can deal with not playing again. You can send Chaos Hunter off Grand Granol? Yeah, we know. We're playing a Chaos Hunter. That's what makes it that's what makes it better than Lancia as a Sanctifier target. But the Lancia itself is a better draw, so that's why I'm playing this. But obviously I've not tested it. The deck isn't even out yet. My opponent has something, but I don't know what it is. I wish we could just Legacy URs. Me too. It is Nibiru. This is not a good Nibiru. I've explained this so many times. Nobody ever learns. When the branded player has live Cartesia, you don't Nibiru. Like, right here is better than waiting for me to summon Lubellion. If they waited for me to summon Lubellion, that would be an even worse Nibiru. But what's still better is to just chain to Cartesia. Right? The reason this is better than before Lubellion, better than after Lubellion, is because I can't banish one of these monsters. I don't want to banish Albion, but I would be fine with banishing Lubellion so I could use Mirror Jade. But the most important thing is the chain Cartesia. I'm obviously going to use it, right, when I get Branded Lost out, so they should chain to it. That should be the better way to use Nibiru. Almost always. Now the question is, do we chain High Spirits? I don't think so, because I want to make Grand Granol anyway. That is how you play into Nibiru with this. And we will use the Albion so the Mirror Jade triggers. What if the Brandon player just holds Cartesia to play around it though? Well, unless you make the toggle really obvious, I doubt they will do that. Because you just place Branded last, they will almost certainly use the Cartesia. And even if they do hold it, when they try to end the main phase, you can just Nibiru anyway. And it's the same situation, where they chain the Cartesia. They have something else. What do we want? I think Retribution's pretty good. They do have something else. I'm pretty sure they have a Bestial, so I can't think what else it would be. So I'm gonna try to revive Mirror Jade now. They chain the Bestial. I was just listening to Joshua Schmidt and Fafa's podcast about toggling as a form of skill expression on Master Duel. It is a form of skill expression. There is an advantage to be gained from toggles, so there's a skill to be crafted. There's a lot of depth to toggle that beginner players do not see for a while. What do we make here? This is just another Mirror Jade or not? This one's kind of awkward. This one is kind of awkward because the Druid's one will send something. I'm kind of tempted to make Sanctifier, but I don't think it's very good. No, it's Sanctifier. I should make Sanctifier. Okay, I just put the card back in the deck and it kind of came up. Yeah, so now they can't send my Sanctifier. You got a favorite card out, a card out from Branded? I'm not sure. Mirror Jade is my favorite card, but I actually don't like Mirror Jade's artwork that much. Because he's really bad. He's so unphotogenic. You can't put him on the thumbnail of anything, because he looks so dumb. He's too complicated. That's a little annoying. But I'll do this. You love Mirror Jade's art so much? I love the artwork on the board when the pop-up comes up. Oh, that's really bad. This was a surprisingly effective Nibiru. Right after I went on the rant about how they did it wrong, this was actually one of the better Nibirus, just by chance, because of the Bestial. I'm still going to use it now. And I'm still going to send Rinbrum. Just to be safe. They could have an extender. But I don't want to get hit with Typhon. Yeah, that's an extender. But it's not the worst extender in the world. For me. Are we ready for Malice? No. Hell no. Have not read the cards. Yeah, so I'm just hoping they don't OTK me. Discarding Gargoyle is a good sign. That makes it kind of difficult for them. Yeah, because if they go for the Atri, they don't have a level 8. So they're kind of forced into making Primera Primus here. Brits don't celebrate Independence Day, right? No, we definitely don't. Not that anybody gives a fuck about it. It's just, you know, any excuse to do something. Okay, that's not a bad idea. We could tribute for Libellion. This is their top deck. The best... It's probably the Emblem of Oath, but it could be their top deck. Could be the trap. It's probably not the trap. Because there's no information about the card. Like, nothing is, like, increasing the probability from just hard drawing it. And the trap's like a 1 or 2. Okay. Brits don't care about anything? That is not true. Did we try post-banlist Snake Eye? No, we will try that at some point. By the way, let me check how long do we have left for the pack? 4 hours left. Okay. Wonder if we can get to Master 1 by then. Something I also have to do later. I have my next WMGP match, which I want to go over. Since we've been doing that every time, I'm going to make a habit out of it. But I want to get my gems. I want to get my gems. Brits care very much about the prices of chips and curry sauce at Weatherspoons. You see, that's how you know you're a fake Brit. Nobody calls it Weatherspoons. It's just spoons. And if you do say Weatherspoons, you call it Witherspoons. Hi April, hello. Hand is a little sus. Do you play a different deck every time you want to finish the Synchro Daily? I have never considered dailies in my life. I just click collect gems when the flag shows up. Normal Alaba loses to everything. Whereas normal summon Albaz, Special Cartesia, beats Ash and Impum. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, no response. Hopefully they have Ash, because this is gonna be a lot worse than if I just normaled Alba. Okay. Resolves. If you're stopped here, well, depends what you mean by stopped. If we got impummed, we can make Verte. So we still have plays. That's the whole idea behind this line. We have a little bit more through hand traps. And this is going to be Albion. That looked like an Ash, by the way. No toggle until we activated an Ashable effect. I think we just upset my opponent a lot. They are very upset down right now. Nice Ash Bozo. Granted, is it full power on Master Duel? Depends what you mean by full power. I mean, Branded Fusion's at 2, but like, come on. Branded Fusion at 3 is no different to Branded Fusion at 2. It's missing Gimmick Puppet, yeah. It's also missing Expulsion. Nobody remembers Expulsion. The OG Gimmick Puppet. To be fair, I don't even remember. Diatera remembers it? Yeah, trust me, I know. But I don't even remember Expulsion because it was never optimal. It was never optimal to play Expulsion. Don't at me. Okay. Primite Ether Barrel. Love you. I'm gonna banish it because that turns off all the blue eyes. Then why is it banned? Because it's broken. It summons floodgates. And they wanted to make Sanctifier, which is the cooler version. Oh no, we did have this. That's kind of huge. That means my my Rinbroom isn't gonna do too much. We can try and hold it for the end phase, but if they have a spirit on the board, then we can't. It gets negated. Do you mind if I try to snipe you actually? I mean, you can do whatever you want. I wouldn't recognize your name unless it's the same as in chat. I'm not gonna let you snipe me on purpose, because that is cheating. Yeah, so they have the drill beam, which means I can't just banish the blue eyes, or like, fuse with the blue eyes. Could wait till the end of main phase though, when they set. Are you on Lenatus still? No. We've got to make room for Sanctifier. And I could Guardian Chimera for it. Okay, I guess I did forget about the Grand Guignol. This might force though. The Drill Beam. Might bait it. It doesn't force it, but they could take the bait. Branded should be allowed to play 16 extra deck cards, but only if they play Lenatus, because setting Albaz funny. Lenatus that summons itself from the main deck. What do you mean by that? Oh no, another Ash. Lenatus that summons itself from the main deck. You mean a card that would just, as long as it's in your deck, you can fuse away the opponent's end board? Isn't that just the same as it being in your extra deck? It's the exact same thing, isn't it? Yes, but it doesn't take a slot. It takes a slot in your main deck. And if it was a brick, that would be hella bad. What they should make is a generic Lenatus that goes in your extra deck that doesn't require anything on your board. Like, and it can be made with like generic end board pieces. Hell no. I mean, it would be so broken, but like, imagine if there was a Lenatus that specifically took IP and an Appaloosa. How cool would that be? Play Almaduke for Malice format? Takes 3 links. Is that like a super poly target? I'm pretty sure my super poly target is this. This is my super poly target. Okay, there's no way they're gonna actually make the Tyrant, right? They actually made the Tyrant, okay. Well, this last card in hand must be... Because they searched a Veiler, and it's Drill Beam. This last card in hand has to be a Primite. Otherwise, they're kind of trolling. Oh wait, no, they have the Negate. They have the Negate. Never mind. Wait, it's also just... Okay, you could use this. Why not use the Spirit? That feels like a waste. I would have used the Spirit there. They want to save it for Mirror Jade? True. Shame they can't do that. Okay. I mean, our hand was double Fua. We didn't exactly have follow-up, but sure, be my guest. Okay, what are we doing? What are we on? 3,600. Okay, if we get to Master 1, we will have over 4,000. So that will be 4 packs. Why did they scoop Lamau, especially with setting Call By? Why did they scoop? Yeah, they literally had live Drill Beam with the trap to summon Blue Eyes back. And I didn't even have a guaranteed play. I think it was just a shame scoop because they forgot about Alba. We have all the alt arts now? Still no. We have 2 Alba. we're still missing one Alba and any Ecclesia. Okay, the options here are we can send Shrouded. Shrouded can summon from the graveyard. And we make Verte. Could also send Albaz and brand it in white. Yeah, well, I know what you're thinking, Has, about send Albaz white into Rinbra, make Verte. But what's the point? It's just Verte, and we lose Fua for no reason, which is a discard. It's just worse than making vanilla Verte, because you always get Rinbrum anyway. That's what Mirajade does. I'm pretty sure it's correct to just send Shrouded. The only way it would be different is if we could make Albion somehow. Like, we could go branded in red, or branded in white, make Albion. No, branded in red. Yeah, to add it back, then make Albion. Banish from... No, we don't have material. There's nothing better than this. This is just Shrouded. And it should be the Shrouded itself, yeah. Sending white. White will reset itself, which is really cool. Secret effect. Royal Albaz Puggies. Yeah, we have the Royal Albaz. Setting Super Poly, given that they have like a response, doesn't seem so bad. It doesn't seem so bad, but it's probably not the case. Probably not the play. The secret problem with passing on Shrouded Super Poly when you telegraph Imperm is that if they Imperm at the start of the turn on the Shrouded anyway, then it's not Fallen of Albaz, which is like a dumb play, but it technically like invalidates the play. Brandon in red could have also dodged, right? No, it couldn't. We can't dodge. We don't have material. But they don't have it anyway, it seems. This is fine. This is more than enough. You can make Quiritis, correct, but we're not playing it. Not sure what that hand is. What they could have had. Oh, it's Ice Barrier. I hate this deck. Actually, one of my least favorite decks. Fuck this deck. Special summon an Ice Barrier tuner from your deck. That sounds like a good banish. Okay. If they declared look at my hand to play around Super Poly, I would have been so mad. Oh my god, that makes me even more mad. Okay, we could leave the Rinbrum live, or we could make another Mirajade. Or we could do nothing. because they're scooping. Easy. I think adding Quam for follow-up might have been the play. I mean, it was definitely add Quam if we weren't gonna add the Albaz, but we didn't get to figure it out because they just left. Oh, we drew Chaos Hunter. I hope we're against Malice. Oh my god, this is actually a good matchup for this card. This could be a good matchup. Depends how they start, I guess. Yeah. This plays into the Chaos Hunter a lot, because they don't get a single banish before we can trigger. Should be in response to this, right? Yeah. They missed the timing before, but now we're fine. And look, we even have a good discard. I suppose they could make the synchro the big one, but that would be such a waste. I mean, would it be worth it to make Gandrax here? Oh wait, they can't even banish with Gandrax. Can't remove it. Yeah, because it banishes. What do they have that could remove Chaos Hunter with Tristaros? There's nothing, pretty sure. How good do you think Branded is against Malice? I have no idea. I'll need to test it. But as always, I try to make it work because I try to play Branded in every format, and somehow it always finds a way. So I don't think it could be like any less favored than other decks. Hand traps seem to be pretty bad against Malice because they just beat them. They play through them, except Lancia. This is also a nice secret weapon against Malice. Because it's kind of gimmick puppet for them. Okay, the issue is if they just set the trap, we currently don't beat it. Because they don't play into Thrust and they beat Albaz. Chaos Hunter is not that good if they play Cerberus. That's a good point. If this is popular, Cerberus can beat it. But to be fair, the reason this is in my deck as a one-of is as a Grand Granol target. So you could send it and then Sanctifier it just like Gimmick Puppet. I'm actually playing Lancia as like the actual hand trap because I think it's just better. Okay, that works. That's actually a very good card. It plays through the pop very well. The question is, do we high spirits first or just use it from hand? This is another nice thing about this card, by the way, being one-sided. Means that it doesn't necessarily fuck you up as well. I think we resolve this first. I was thinking about finding space for Dragostopelli again. Why is that good in Malice format? They don't have fusion monsters on the end board. Oh, they're popping Chaos Hunter. Why? Why do they care about the Chaos Hunter? Aren't they all dark? Yeah, so what? Why does that matter for Dragostopelli? You need a fusion monster for it to be a good super poly target. Okay, they are going to play into Thrust, because this floats. Ooh. Okay, they're not going to play into Thrust. Well, I guess we could still use it to set. That is a thing we can do. We can't search Alba anymore, because this is dead. Do we play grass? We do play grass. We can't search under Droll, though. But we can set duplication, and then Quem can send branded fusion. Do you only ever use your own monsters with super poly or banishment? I'm so confused. Do you never? Yes, you do. But like super poly being good against a deck refers to whether it can break their board. And if we're talking about using your own cards in combination with their cards, well, it's a lot easier to just summon Albaz or get to Cartesia and then fuse with Lights and Darks than to get to a whole fusion monster to make a weaker card like Dragostopelli. There's no point. You wouldn't play it for that reason. This can negate my white. I kind of need them to take the bait on Thrust. I think. Okay, they took the bait. Ignister Golem would be good into Malice? Yes. Thrust threatens nothing? Well, it can set dupe. It can set dupe. Dupe is a problem. I mean, they can negate it again, but presumably we can remove this. They're just playing it safe, I guess. I think it was still a mistake, though. So what can this make now? Just summon the Smyga? What is this? XL Synchron? Make Baron? That doesn't look like Baron. Wait, this makes Baron. You can immediately quit Synchro. Okay, but it's too late. We get to Mirror Jade. Do we banish the Chaos Hunter? Probably. Unrelated, but that second white effect is so unnecessary because it makes it so that you can't use it again if they negate the activation. I mean, kind of. I see what you're saying, but I mean, this line of text could have still said you can use both effects. But yeah, if it was between having this effect or having having the ability to use it again, I would take using it again. We have just tragedy. Okay, super smart thing would have been to let that resolve and just leave my Mirror Jade chilling. It's a lot worse to negate, I think. Okay, could be Quam. Could also be Albaz. We can't search, so there's no branded in red play. Otherwise, Quam would be really tasty. I think it's got to be Quam. Summoning Mirror Jade doesn't do too much. Hmm. They have a lot of follow-up. A lot of follow-up. What is you added back in order to trigger Quamlack in the draw phase? Was it a bad idea? Added back high spirits? We can't add high spirits back. We used it earlier. High Sank Engine. Setting Retribution would have also been fine, but this is high ceiling. Like, if they play through the Mirror Jade and the Retribution, then I have nothing, really. But if they play through my Disruption with Banishment, it also generates follow-up. There is a Quiritis line in a certain world. This is really good into Mirror Jade, though. They're gonna force it pretty easily. I thought you weren't playing Quiritis? I'm not. I'm not playing it. Okay, I have to toggle on now. I really don't want to get hit with Doomed. But I guess I will no matter what. Okay, we have some options. Couldn't you banishment and then fuse Mirror Jade away? No. There was nothing I could have fused into. Plus we have a better use for banishment coming up. I mean, they could make... They can't make Baron. Unless they play 2, which they don't. Most builds don't even play 2 of these, if I remember correctly. So there's nothing that can negate this, except Infinity. Yeah. I'm basically just waiting for a light monster, so I can fuse into Albion with the banishment. That's really all I have. Oh, that's a light monster, but it's a negate. So I guess we keep waiting. Battle phase. Okay, well this is not lethal. Are they locked into machines? I assume they are. Can I get SP'd here? Is that a thing? I don't think they're locked. Okay. I'm gonna see if they take the bait and negate high spirits before I try to banishment. Okay, so there is SP. There is SP. But what is the correct banish here? I feel like it's tricky. It's a tricky banish. Because I have a few good cards. This, this, and this. Also this. It's fine. Cartesia is fine. Okay, this is a very tricky ordering, I think. There's no way they negate this. Okay, but now we have Albaz available. SP checks it. It depends if they negate this or not. I don't think I should use it, because it's a free negate. I should try to use this, though. Doesn't the trap check it too? Kind of, yeah. And we just don't activate this. There's no reason to. Okay, and targeting Albaz is just bad, right? Targeting Banishment was better. Because now the banishment is a force on my turn for the dragster. So if I draw a play, we can play. We even have tragedy plus white. Okay, that should win the game. That should be enough to win the game. Can't target face downs? Oh. Well, that's a deck issue then. Actually, there was a world where that was wrong. We should have maybe baited with the banishment first. But I think we're good because we have high spirits and tragedy and a Sarania. You should have destroyed Mirror Jade. Yeah, that would have been nice. Oh, they let this go. That's some interesting technique. Okay, well I think we go chaos, right? We can just force everything, kind of. Force you. And also force you. Still not popping the face down? I guess that's because they can't do it. I'm stupid. I don't know why I keep expecting them to do it. I knew this card could only target face-ups as well. I did know that. Okay. Banish that in case they bring it back. Chain the high spirits. This should be like Sanctifier. Because I need the Albion in my deck. Well, I want it in my deck. I don't need it. Lubellion has a crazy play that I really want to pull off. So I'm gonna try that. I mean, I already failed the play. I failed the play. So never mind. And I want to summon Albion, right? Wait, I'm losing. I'm out of time. Okay, I need to speed up. I'm not sure what we even summon. Like, this is the best thing we've got. Pretty sure we're in trouble. Yeah, I might have underestimated, Do you have OTK with Banishment Reborn? No. Why would I have OTK? Yeah, it was kind of awkward. We ran out of time there. But that was a very good position. Now we probably lose. No Coritas? Well, Coritas wouldn't have made a difference in that situation at all. It wouldn't have made a difference. I'm pretty sure I have to pop the trap again, if anything. Yeah, the play that I was going for, I should have just sent Albion. Should have just made Albion. The fancy play with Lubellion required me sending a Despia, and we just didn't. I just sent this for some reason. But it should have been a Despia. Then we could have had a banishment play with Aloba. You're on Proskenian? Yeah. Banishment, Diffusion, Tragedy, and SP? No. We don't... Tragedy is in our banish zone. Also, SP was not on the board. We did have a lot of options that turn. We just kind of ran out of time. Targeting itself and the Furious. Sure. I don't know why you wouldn't banish Albion. I mean, I guess I have to block. And I'm gonna summon this because I want the Albion to trigger. Yes, Barload can only target monsters. Otherwise, we would be popping this Mirror Jade in a heartbeat. This has to be Retribution. But we just don't have a play. Yeah, time issue right there. We can pop the trap, which means they don't have infinite grind game. And both Skeletus are gone, so they can't recycle it again. That's a good draw. That helps with our grind game. Wait, do we just win? We attack. 15. 2-5. 2-4. Not lethal. Not lethal. Wait, is it lethal? No, it's not lethal. I'm gonna not waste time. Let's attack SP. Magnet is a crazy draw, yeah. I'm still popping this. It's not lethal, so I don't mind them triggering SP here. This should be the end of the grind game for them, right? No cluster recycling anymore. Unless there's another way to recycle it that I don't know about. Also, that was the wrong banish. Why did they just give me the body bag? Doesn't really make any sense. Oh, that says they can't be destroyed by battle? Okay. That was a weird ad. I probably should have added something else. I feel like we might be okay. Wasn't Retribution better? What do you mean by that? Retribution instead of what? We have one set on our field right now. I'm probably just going to negate this. I don't need to recycle the Mirror Jade because this one on the board isn't going anywhere. You meant the trap that revives a fusion? Oh, Banishment. We've already used that. That's in our graveyard. Once we use the Retribution, though, we get to recycle cards. We had a Lubellion anyway, and we had a target for Branded in red, so I think that's the best one. And we would probably make, like, Grand Granola or something with the Lubellion. You're so cute. Thank you, Riley. Always appreciate your input. Happy New Pack Day Eve. Is it a happy new pack day? I'm excited for Malice, but it's definitely like... It's definitely, scary. Oh yeah, you're right. Kit can recycle it. You're not wrong about that. Okay, they scoop because their grind game is over. That was a tense one. What did you put in for Chimera? I actually took Chimera out just now. I've replaced it for Sanctifier. The reason why I put Sanctifier back in is so that we can summon Lanciers and Chaos Hunters against Malice. Sancti better than Chimera? Well, in general, I'm pretty sure that they're kind of equal. You can play either or. I'm only playing this right now because specifically Malice, I want to summon this like Gimmick Puppet. Right? If you ever draw a Lancia and you just get to drop it, you can recycle it just by having a Sanctifier in your extra deck. Right? It's like an auto-win grind game if you draw Lancia against Malice. Already playing around Malice, literally. It's not even out and we're already playing around it. Okay. Check on the pack. It is still 3 hours away. Okay, when it gets to about 1 hour left, we're going to have to do the Gamba. Let's see if we can get to Master 3 at least. Hello, Haru, by the way. Hello. We are speaking again today. Finally. more than 3 hours because there'll be maintenance. Well, it's not going to be there after maintenance. So, it's 3 hours before we run out of time. We're pulling from the old pack. We're not pulling from the new pack. We're gambling for the old arts. I thought you were talking about Malice? Yeah, I don't blame you. I should be pulling for Malice. But in fact, I'm pulling for the old arts, because I still only have 2 of this. It was evil of them to rotate out the alt arts when Malice comes in. It was kind of evil, because I realized that I need Malice, but I also need the alt arts. You know, I really struggle with the Crestron matchup. I can see why you would struggle with the Crestron matchup. Not that I know you, but like, I don't know how you play. But generally, it's difficult because their grind game is good and their follow-up is good. So unless you like really optimize your like potential to beat them immediately, you can lose some games that you don't need to. Because they just have a lot. Whereas some decks, if you break their board a little bit, you can still misplay because they just don't have follow-up. The best card ever made is going to be used when Malice releases? You mean Lancia? Okay, I have 1 play versus like 3 disruptions. The credit card. Oh, okay. I see. Not by me though. We're credit carding for Albaz and Alba. I mean, they probably just used the drill beam. Because it beats over the Dippity. Yo, hello Super Wonder. Hello first time chatter. Hello, another first time chatter. I did not know that the alt art one's super cool. You didn't know there were alt arts? Damn. The Alaba one. How would you react if one night you woke up to some sounds in your kitchen and it's Slenderman cooking hot dogs on your stovetop? I have no idea. I have absolutely no precedent to compare that to. Nothing like that has ever happened. I don't know. It probably depends how tall he is. Right? If it's immediately, like, realistic that it could be a man in a suit, then, like, differently than if it's very clearly, like, a supernatural monster. Oh, we're just dead. They link this off? Wait, no, there's no Lacrima. This is Necroclip. It's not lethal. They have to go for Lacrima, which isn't very difficult, but hopefully we can draw something. Nibiru right now? Oh? Okay, Nibiru wouldn't work anyway. I should have said a different card. Fuck. Fuck. I need to draw... I don't even know what I need to draw. Nothing stops this. Literally nothing. What stops this? Like, their lack of extra deck is what stops this, but they definitely can link this off. Oh, that's so sad. Not even gonna let it resolve. They're too scared. They want to make the Appaloosa. Playing around Gamma. Skullmeister would stop this? Yeah, it wouldn't if they make Appaloosa. That's what I mean. They're scared of, like, Gamma. Wait, what are they doing? Why are they playing into Gamma? Just make Appaloosa. Or maybe they don't play it, because this is Fiendsmith Primite. It should be SP then. SP banish something random is chaining 2. Yeah, that's normally how you do it. Streamer lost? I'm sorry. Wasn't that like our first loss today though? Didn't we win every other game? Yeah, we won every game today. Yeah, we've won every game. This was our first game. They could have chain blocked with Rex. That is true. Is Fiendsmith Control going to be meta after Malice? I don't see why. I don't know how good Malice is. I mean, I know it's good, but I don't know the cards. So, like, I can't give specific opinions. Thank you, Yuri, by the way. Thank you for giving me the gambling money. I appreciate. I'll give you a sub and you boost me to Master 1 deal. I'm not a booster. I'm not gonna boost you. Okay. Thanks for showing me the maxi now. Now I know how to sequence my turn. So we're gonna thrust for dupe. Probably. Almost certainly. Construct for high spirits target. It's fucking insane. I assume you're talking about Malice. Yeah, I know it's going to be the best deck, but like I don't know how good individual cards are, so I can't tell you like a matchup or something. I'm going to start with this. Thank you, Plushy Bell. Thank you for rating. I literally just uploaded a video with you in it. Kind of. You were in the thumbnail. You weren't in the video, though. I think it should be Albaz, so that we have a target for branded in red. That seems pretty reasonable. Okay, I felt a small delay. Hi, April, hi. Hello, Plushie. We're gonna thrust first before they draw. That way they don't draw Ash and then Ash thrust. We could just make Sanctifier. I'm kind of down to make Rinbrum instead, though. Sanctifier or Rinbrum? I'm gonna make Rinbrum. Can I follow to your home? I mean follow in your channel. Yes, you can. There'll be more Toy Box soon? Yeah, thank you. We love Toy Box. We love thrusting first? Okay. This is Ash? Okay, it's Fua. That's kind of spooky. This is all fine though. This is going to be so much disruption that we're going to deplete all of their hard ones per turns. It doesn't matter if they can draw a million cards. The only thing we need to worry about is non-engine. Like Bestials, Called By, Droplets, that kind of thing. If they just have engine cards, we're going to win. Fish time, thank you for the fish. I want to cope on Entis inside for branded in high spirits. I don't think you've read high spirits closely enough. You definitely cannot send Entis. Has to be a level 8 fusion monster, not a level 5. I think we pass on this. I'm afraid of participating in a streamer tourney because I don't play meta and I will humiliate myself. No, you should play. You should play. What do you mean it's just me who plays April? I didn't even win the tournament last week. There was even more meta. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. What did I just say about we beat the engine? What if the engine is barrier statue? And now they play Mermail. We just get absolutely fucked. Oh my god. I mean, they kind of still need the perfect cards, right? They need to have Rhine in hand. Add a level 4 Mermail. Do we just Ash the one that summons from the deck? I mean, Makuria. And surely that's, like, good enough. I don't think we negate this. Because negating this loses to the card that special summons from the deck. Wait, Merc will be dead? Oh, right. Merc will be dead. Merc will be dead. Well, I guess we negate this and hope that they don't have it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay, they have a Called By. Done. Branded, probably one of the worst decks to have a barrier statue, like, normal summoned against it. Like, as a board breaker. It's like the most effective time that you will ever get out of this going second. Is like against branded. And they didn't even have it. They had to search it. Damn. Well, I guess they just kill me now. Technically, we can make Mud Dragon. We can make Mud Dragon. Not with red? That is also true. That is also true. Okay, that's fine. I can put this one down to just absolutely sacked by statue. What is your favorite non-meta deck? I'm not sure what the cutoff is for like meta. I like Bestials. I like Fiendsmith. I like Invoked. I like Paleo. I don't like Paleo that much, actually. Bestials and Invoked are cool. Do you like Dragon Maid? No. Dragon Maid is not very cool. The playstyle is boring and cringe. So you like Live Twin? I do kind of like Live Twin. I'm looking forward to when we get the Live Twin Link 1 and we can play Fiendsmith Live Twin. Like, that looks like a fun deck. I love Fiendsmith, I love Live Twin. You say you love Live Twin and you don't even have the alt arts. How dare you? You didn't play the game? No excuse. That's actually so annoying. This card is so annoying. Like, this is the worst instance I've ever felt of just this card being normal summoned against me. Going second. I've never seen it hurt me like this. It hurts so much today. Wasn't the Alt Twin promo like 2 weeks ago? No. It was like 2 years ago. Man, I love floodgates. Does that intentionally spell out MILF? Is that intentional? Yes, that's my lab deck. Okay. Statue and Necrovelli first is always a jump scare. At least you can chain Branded in Red to Necrovelli or Banishment. Both of which can normally summon a monster that pops it. The statue is just unbeatable. Unless you have like Super Poly for Mud Dragon. Or Droplets. Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon. Yeah, that's how you say it. I'm just sat here hoping that they link off the barrier statue. Surely they will do that. I don't get why you can special summon Lou from Graveyard into Necrovelli, but not Horus monsters with King Sark. You can special summon Horus monsters under Necrovelli. You should be able to. I don't see why you wouldn't. Oh my god, this comment just got fact-checked by a real American patriot? What do you mean American patriot? How dare you call me American? It's the meme? Okay. I mean, I'm an uncultured swine. Resolve. Not resolve. How is Branded against Malaz? I have no idea. I've never played the matchup. I don't think we're going to beat this hand. Yeah, trap seals and one negate is a bit much. Oh, also Spirit. Imagine if you were playing Lenatus, it wouldn't work. We set Albaz and they pop it. It's not gonna make a difference. If we draw Super Poly, we could break it. That's not Super Poly. Wait, where's the Primite? You're drunk? I'm not drunk. Where's the... Why didn't they summon the negate? They better not have they better not have a negate for this. This last card better not be another Primite. I'm gonna be so mad if it is. It's not Blue Eyes. Please tell me they just misplayed. No Lenatus? Oh my god, it's Ash. Well, that means this call by resolves. Because they can't reveal like a back row. No Lenatus. Okay. I feel like this is such a noob trap. Like, people who think that Branded beats Blue Eyes by normal summoning or setting Albaz have never actually played the matchup. Look at all these royals. Have we seen this guy before? I swear I remember seeing a full Royal Blue Eyes player. But they had like Royal Maidens as well. Maybe in 40 card Branded it might work. The deck count doesn't make a difference. The deck count is utterly irrelevant. Anyway, we did not mill because I'm stupid. Next game. Sometimes this silly happens. Well, it wasn't really that silly. There was no other play. We just lost. There was no way. Is this a mirror match? Yes. I don't think we ever gonna win against that. Yeah, correct. You generally don't break those boards unless you have a really good hand. They added Kit. Interesting. This could play really hard into Maxi. Why didn't they get shrouded? Okay, they have Cold Light. They got punished. Well, I got punished. I guess I should say they got rewarded. That's what I'm looking for. Surely you search Shrouded, not Kit. You don't need to go minus when you can go plus. And they even have a Royal Branded Fusion? Wow. I want that. Can we draw a Royal? Or pull a Royal? Yeah, okay. Quem in the hand. I guess that makes sense in their head. It's still wrong though, right? You should still just get Shrouded. And then Quem can send like Cartesia or something. Right. So this kit achieved what? This kit let them search for Branded Fusion and lost. I guess it helps them play around. Like Bestials. Sure. The end build that he goes for is very important. Whether we can break it or not depends on if they play like Light and Darkness Dragon, if they search Makuria here. Big depends. If they go Libellion into Mirror Jade, they have to discard this, which means they don't draw, which means Alba resolves, unless they flip Branded in red in the standby phase or something. Which they wouldn't do, because there's no real good play to make with it. End phase, they search Titaniclad, gets Albaz. Okay, we're using this. I feel like leaving the Cartesia on the board is better. Because they have the Lubellion, so they contribute the Albion. And then this gets Albaz in the end phase, which is only relevant if Cartesia is on the board. And they don't need Grand Granol to do anything. They're triggering both Albaz fusions. This is like Grand Granol send a draw one. Oh, okay, they play something else, like this. Sure. Well, that's just free then. That's a free Dragostopelia. That does negate Alba, unfortunately. Who is still playing this? Now we need a good draw. If this was a normal build of the deck without this, we would be in a good spot. Who plays it? No one? That's a good joke. That's a really good joke. This is also going to be a bitch. Yeah, so they have a Mirror Jade banish, they have a trap set, they have a Quama Cartesia, an eventual search for Merc, but they also have this annoying bitch Dragostopelia. This is the one that's killing us. Otherwise we just get Branded Fusion and probably break the board. Unless they also play Lad, then we're in trouble anyway. It's a good draw. Okay, I think they play Lad. Okay. This one is gonna go super, super hard. They can't negate with Makuria. Makuria is dead under Light and Darkness Dragon. So I'm tempted to leave it on the board. But I think we should fuse it away. No, we should leave it on the board, actually. No, we can't. We can't leave it on the board. What am I talking about? You can't? You can? No, I can't. I can't leave it on the board. If I don't remove it, it doesn't resolve. My alibi will be negated. We could make Grand Granol with it and the Cartesia. Or we could make Stapelia. Use the Stapelia as well for Proskinian. This is way more engine, but this is also cracked. It removes another disruption. I'm kind of into it. Yeah, I'm kind of into the... Wait. I can't remove Cartesia in this case. Is it better to remove Cartesia? We know there's an Albaz. Not gonna lie, I kind of think it is better to make Grand Granol. No, I'm gonna make Proskinian. Lad is also a dark on the field. Yeah, but we want to remove the Dragostapelia. This is good, because Quem was also a relevant card on the board. We could summon the Dragostapelia, which would force the Mirror Jade. Kind of. I could summon this. That seems like a terrible play, though. Okay, so that's Makuria down. Now it's just Cartesia and Mirror Jade, which is a lot. It's still a lot. But they did not draw Ash with Regained. Okay, Rinbrom goes pretty hard here. But I can't afford to send Rinbrom, right? Because I want to keep my dupe. Oh wait, I can. I can summon Rinbrom. Because I can use the Proskinian from the field. Maybe it's even better to go Albion, actually. No, it isn't. It is not. I think going battle phase is really good here. I mean, obviously. What else would we do? But, like... this is a pretty good position. With our own Mirror Jade and Rinbrom, we basically trade with the Cartesia. We send Albion. Right? Is it Albion? Yeah, it's Albion. They chain, but there's no Albaz in the graveyard yet. Spider-Man pointing meme? Yeah, literally. So now we get around Mirror Jade, no graveyard effect. No Cartesia effect. If they have to fuse these, there's no discard for Lubellion. One of these is a random draw, we don't know what it is. But one of them is Albaz. And there's only one Albaz. There's no Albaz in the grave, so... This would have to be a light monster for them to have a good play. And it's not. Okay. This is just vanilla Lubellion. Or Caritis. Which does not make my monsters smaller. This will not trigger by battle. They do not have a Cartesia, but they do have a High Spirits. So they can trigger... They can trigger Albaz, right? They can go Rindrum in the end phase, which we don't have an answer to. So we might just lose to that. Depends if they're sniping or not, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. They don't need to. We can't really do anything about it. Actually, we can. Right? They can't make... Yeah, okay. Okay. They can't make Chaos. Because there's no discard for Lubellion. And there's no light monster on the board. Or dragon. So all they can do is make a Mirror Jade. Which is not that good. They're gonna want to fuse my Rinbrom here. Most likely fuse Rinbrom for Mirror Jade. Yeah. And now we get to keep our back row, which just goes crazy. The back row goes so crazy. Send Albion. Banish Mirror Jade. Okay, Mirror Jade triggers. Gonna use opening. Yeah, they sent opening. Yeah, the nice thing about this Rinbrom, by the way, is that it can summon itself. Rare effect. Okay, they have Branded Fusion in the hand, which means I need to do something. I can't stop their Branded Fusion, but I can do this. I need to get a card in the hand, which is very possible with Albion. We send Albaz and Sword Soul. Chaos to pop? We're gonna eventually Chaos to pop, yeah. Problem is I don't have a discard right now to banish Makuria. But that's gonna have to be fine. I think that's gonna have to be fine. I need to pop the Lost. The Lost is too strong. Yeah, as long as there's no Lost, Banishment is decent. Battle phase. They want to attack over Quan. Do I care? I don't think I care. I'm really tempted to summon the Rinbrum now. This is our last Albaz. Why did they scoop? The game was not quite over. Yeah, that was going to be our third Albaz banished. We summon Rinbrum. Then if it's Lubellion or Albion, we negate. And then we have Banishment, which still has the Praskinian as a target. It was good for us. It was good for us. Okay, let's check on the shop. How long left? 2 hours? Okay. I guess what I'll do now is, how good out of 10 am I as a backseat gamer? You're incredible, Abby. Hi, April. Hello, Jaden the Rager. Okay, I'm gonna go through my WMGP match. We haven't done this in a while. Okay, so I played 2 games, 2 matches. This is the first one. This is WMGP again. This is like the last week of Swiss, so it's now top cut after that. So I'm playing against Blue Eyes. I'm going second. And I do draw 2 hand traps. So it's looking pretty good. I see the barrel and I'm annoyed because these cards don't beat barrel. But if it's a good Blue Eyes hand and they combo, then these cards could be very good. And it's a good Blue Eyes hand because they have wishes. We get the free reset. Always good to discard Drill Beam. Nice jacket, thank you. So here they search for Veiler, so I have to remember that there's a Veiler to deal with next turn. Alright, I don't know about the other Veiler, because they search for Sage. Not the other Veiler. This is hard drawn. So I know there's one Veiler. Okay, so the Nibiru is live now. We don't use it on summon though, because given that there's a drill beam set, I'm trying to catch them with this. So I was toggling off, didn't want to reveal the Nibiru. I was trying to catch them with the Lordly Load, right? If I can get them to think that there's nothing, and then end of main phase load, then we Nibiru, then the drill beam is dead. And they have to commit the True Light to summon the Blue Eyes. So I don't chain here either. I could chain to banish this. It wouldn't have been that bad of a play. Why didn't I do that? They only have one Blue Eyes. I guess they just get to a second one, so like it's not that bad. I guess also what I probably was thinking about is that the Bestial is a high spirits target, and I don't really have any plays besides one sock if I use the Bestial. So maybe I was thinking that I want to keep it. They chain Spirit, yeah, but that's not that good because that gets rid of the negate forever because they only play one. But yeah, this is the crazy Blue Eyes combo because they get like triple synchro. They got so greedy here, they didn't play around Nibiru, they went for the load. Here, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to Nibiru. I don't know if there's a certain card that they play that can punish you for not Nibiruing, especially under Raw, right? Obviously, you got to play around Baron if there is if they're not locked, but because they're locked, we don't have to play around Baron. But I don't actually know if there is a potential target that they can play that punishes you for letting them synchro. Like, maybe like Crimson Dragon into Trishula or something could potentially be a punish. But I don't take the risk. Actually, I do take the risk. Yeah, I decided that I couldn't think of the punish. But admittedly I was not sure. I was not sure. But then they go end of main and we Nibiru. And we get to keep our high spirits target. They get the trap, which they were always gonna get. This is 2 pops. Then in the standby they use this. Even though they have 2 Blue Eyes, we chain to get rid of one because this is a high spirits discard anyway. So it's always worth banishing a card for free if you're gonna chain. We send Titan because in a perfect world, we want to summon in the end phase. Well, not in a perfect world. In a perfect world, we OTK. But Titanic Cloud is potential in the end phase, right? Because they're going to have dragons. So summon Albaz could go pretty hard. Better than Albion. So now the Drill Beam is live. Remember, it's not live from the token, but it is live with the Blue Eyes. I decide to start with Albion because I want to see all my options. I send Albaz specifically because it works with the most top decks. Because right now, I don't actually beat the board. Even though I have plays, we know Drill Beam, we know 1 Vela, and we know 1 Majesty. Assuming this draws nothing, we don't beat that board with Alaba, right? We get Impumed, or Veiled, I should say. Or Branded Fusion gets Drill Beamed. And then this will somehow lose to the other one that they didn't use. Right? So, we kind of need to draw a good card. And we do. That is a very good card. One of the only ones that could win here. We go for Mercuria because we already have our normal summon. Cartesia is really high value because it trades with 2 of them. because it basically dodges the Veiler. So now they need to commit the Veiler and the Drill Beam to negate something. Or the Veiler and the Majesty. Then we normal summon. Now they just let this go. I was assuming that they wouldn't Veiler because obviously we have Cartesia. But one play that they could have done, which was very dangerous, is Veiler the Alibra anyway. And then when I chain Cartesia to try and dodge, if they use the Majesty to pop the Cartesia, in fact, they get 2 pops, right? No, they still get 1, because we banished it Blue Eyes. But if they popped the Cartesia, we could not fuse with the hand. We had no monsters in the hand, and Alibra plus Nibiru doesn't make anything, because we're on Proskinium instead of Chloritis. So if they had done that, we would have had our Alibra get negated. But I imagine they just thought Drill Beam was gonna carry, so they just let it resolve. Which is not a good idea. I think they should have used the Veilers. In hindsight, they have 2, right? Because I can see here that they have 2. But at the time, I didn't know that. It's definitely a mistake from them, right? Letting me actually get to the branded fusion is dangerous, because what if I just activate another card now, like Thrust, that forces the Drill Beam? Or if I have Droplets and this gets negated? You really want to trade with things early on, I think. I think that's the better way to play. Because now we go Thrust and Grass, and there's a lot of cards. Forces Drill Beam. Okay, so we milled all of these. We're playing Gizmek because I wanted to have some fun. How do you see the opponent's hand in the replays? If it's a dual room, you can always see the hand. It's not a setting or anything, it's just always there. If the game is from ranked, you can't see the hand. If you have Super Poly against Blue Eyes, you go Chaos. Depends on the situation. You don't want to go Chaos, because it doesn't trigger if you fuse their monsters. You want to use one of yours to make Chaos so that you have the pop. Usually on their True Light, so that you nuke the whole board. But it depends what you have. We milled all of these. I am hiding the logs, you're right. Well, we have Retribution, Golden Sword Soul, Tragedy, Sarnia. I don't understand why they play into Thrust with Maiden for no reason. That's not a bad point, because they haven't activated a monster yet, right? And in fact, holding the Veiler but not using the Maiden is a good play, because then they can use the Drill Beam and then the Majesty, and I don't ever get to Thrust. So that would have been a good play, but since they did use the Maiden, I think they should have still used the Veilers. But you're right, that is a good point. Why did they play into Thrust? You know, play a fun deck like Rescuays. I actually dusted my Rescuays cards recently. Anyway, so we trigger the Sarnia, sending Branded in white. We send Branded in white so that we can just force the Drill Beam. I go Tragedy to reset Lost. Right? Important that we didn't trigger the first effect when we milled it, because we don't need to normal summon. So we just use the second effect, get back the Lost. Now when we activate white, they're forced to either use the Drill Beam, or at least use Majesty on Lost. I think at this point they should have just Drill Beamed the white, because... Actually, no. No, this is correct. They played it well, because of the Veilers. So, Majesty on Lost is better than Drill Beam on white, because even though the white still resolves, in their head they think they can negate it no matter what, because they can push through Cartesia with the second one, and then they can still Drill Beam Branded Fusion. So in their head that works, but they are missing something, which is they're missing the battle phase. So we can go into Lubellion, discard our Branded Sword, which is a crazy discard, get back our Negate. They negate, we try to dodge. And then they show me the second Veiler. Which means no Ash, which means we're guaranteed to win, basically. We're gonna get back our Makuria. This would be a perfect situation for them. We have no plays besides Branded Fusion. The Drill Beam is still live. But because it's still main phase 1 and we have the giant Nibiru, we can clear the blue eyes. The ordering here is kind of important, by the way. You can't attack over the blue eyes and then the maiden, because it will revive it, right? This can summon blue eyes, so we had to attack maiden first, and then blue eyes. Now they can't drill beam, and we just get to combo. You would also dust branded cards, but I already dusted them all. Crazy. You don't have enough friends to get the branded cards for free? I see how it is, Nicky boy. Oh, here we get branded Regained. I was playing Regained for this tournament, which was cool. We summon Quem, we send Ecclesia because we're playing Gizmek, so that's why we're playing Ecclesia. And then in the end phase, we're going to use the branded in red. Add back the Albaz, because we're on Chimera, which is always something you want to do. If you can, pop the True Light on your turn, because it's follow-up, it nukes the board, it's really good. In this case, we also get a free draw, so it's like well worth it. We even draw a Bestial, which is like one of the best draws for their turn. Why are you playing the non-smiles Ecclesia? Because we haven't pulled it yet. We haven't yet pulled it. Okay, we just negate Barrel because it's the only thing. Really funny, we have a Bestial to negate the Cold Buy, but we don't have any room, and they don't have any monsters. So, feels sad. Feels very sad. But there's no way they can win through this. They're gonna Drill Beam... What, Regained? No, they're gonna target the Mirror Jade. And we just have too many resources, so this one is over. I'm playing a lot of Bestials because I was expecting them to play lots of Fiendsmith and Blue Eyes. That was the read for our opponents. And then this is a funny ending to the game. They summon Typhon, which we can banish with Boldrake. So that was the first game. Hey chat, hello. Hello. And then we have this game. This was game 2. So this is best of 3. So they've sided, and so have we. They selected to go first, of course. But look at their hand. Lancia, crazy, already prepping for Malice. Ghost Bell, Blue Eyes, Purge, and Raw. Classic Blue Eyes hand. And then the Lancia in the draw phase. When you have a game like this, where your opponent bricks and passes, the only thing that you gotta do... Well, it's not the only thing you gotta do, but the most important thing that you have to do is not int into max C. That's the most important thing, if you don't have an out to it. That's the card that you gotta play around. The way to do that in this case is kind of tricky. We still have to summon Cartesia, and then if they had max C, we would probably push for lethal. Depends what happens when we normal summon Kit. Because I would still try to go for Branded Fusion. But they don't have it, so it's even easier to win. This, I'm assuming, gets impermed, and then we dodge with the Cartesia, but it ended up being Purge, which means we can't search. So now OTKing is a lot harder. We can technically still OTK, right? Using Cartesia? Or not? No, we can't OTK anymore. I believe. Yeah, there's no OTK line here. So I just decided to go for the best card in the game, Mirror Jade. And then they Ghost Ball this, which I obviously wasn't expecting. So, okay, thanks for the Ghost Ball. Luckily, we still have plays, which is Cartesia on their turn, into Rinbrum, Revive Albaz, plus Typhon, Thrust, for duplication. I set the Banishment, but honestly, I probably didn't want to. Probably wanted to just keep that in hand. As like an Albaz discard. Yeah, this game is pretty nothing. They just bricked. Still playing our best around Ash though. We're still going for plays that win through Ash. Right, so we can duplicate the Branded Fusion. But even if they Ash the Titanic Cloud, we would get to add back Cartesia. We would be fine into Ash here. Yeah, and then we just attack for game. Very easy. Had to attack with Mirror Jade first, so sad. Okay, well that was the first match, and it was fairly okay. We had a really good game one, I think. But then this second game versus a Rise Cock was not a fun match. I did not enjoy this match. First of all, I expected Kashtira, obviously, with a name like a Rise Cock. But it turned out to be an even worse deck. Even more annoying deck. Yuck. Fire King. So, look at my opponent's hand, by the way. If you went first with Snake Eye Fire King, with OSS, access to Azamina, plus Fire King combo, and Ash, how are you feeling? Knowing that you're up against Branded right now, how are you feeling about this hand? It's pretty good, right? Like, just conceptually, you have Negate, full Snake Eye combo, full Fire King combo, and Ash. Well, look how they play it. Starting with Deception, that's reasonable. Tribute the Ponyx, that's reasonable. Activate the Hallowed, and they choose to go for Arcielago to get access to Diabellstar, I guess. Then they go for the draw, which gets them a Kirin. Good with the island. Really good with the island. Now they get the Omni Negate. Now they go for Fire King, which makes sense to go for Snake Eye last, because it's the strongest push. So this was pretty funny. I was making fun of I was making fun of them for searching for Sanctuary. I was like, why the heck do you search Sanctuary? Why not search Skyburn? When you already have Island. You've already used Island. Why would you not get Skyburn? But actually, Sanctuary is pretty good. Sanctuary is pretty good. So then they go with the revive. Activate the Sanctuary. They want the XEs? Yeah, they do. Summon the Diabellstar. Still haven't normal summoned, so all they need to do is link this off, and then they can get Snake Eye Ash. But we do have a Bestial. So here, I'm heads up enough to banish the Diabellstar, because that's the only target for OSS. And for whatever reason, they let it go. I don't know why they didn't negate that. They valued the Ilia Sylvia over the entire Snake Eye combo. Maybe they were trying to respect Nibiru. I did get a pretty big Nibiru in the last match. Maybe. But I think I would have negated this Sarania. Because this end board is pretty losable, right? Without Snake Eye. Then they even get rid of that IP and summon Avata, which is reasonable. You would rather have this than IP, because this triggers Garunix. So the end board ended up being manageable. And if you look at our hand, we have one real play, but this can send Albaz, this can target Albaz, so it's kind of two plays. And we have Cold Buy for either this, or a potential Ash, or potentially Garunix. So my thought process at the time was, this board is nothing. Let me show you my draw, actually. We start with this, and we draw Druiswan. My thought process is, all I have to do is get rid of this, and get rid of this, and then Alibur will resolve, which means Branded Fusion will resolve, because Ash is getting Cold Bite. So my goal was, I'm not going to Cold Bite anything except a possible Ash. I don't know this is Ash, but the only thing I could lose to is Ash, right? If I wasted Cold Bite earlier. That's my thought process. So, okay, they get to trigger this. I decided to summon the Druiswan. If they negated with the Druiswan, or negated the Druiswan, I would go Battle Phase, attack over the Avatar. Which would probably trigger the Garunix, which would then summon back the Avatar with the Kirin. So that would have actually lost. They would have got Avatar back. Which is why I made a mistake here. What I should have done was Battle Phase first, attack over the Sylvia, then Druiswan so they can't stop it. Well, they could negate the Druiswan, but then that's fine. We summon the Druiswan, we attack over the Avatar, and then if they go for the Garunix to revive it, at least we get to trigger Sarania or Druiswan, depending on what they pop. Right? We can use the Branded in Red to force the Avatar, and then the Alibur resolves. I guess it's fine either way with the Branded in Red, but I think it was slightly better to attack first. Just because I don't want them to negate the Druiswan. But this way around, we just attack. Then they get Avatar back. But it's totally fine because the Branded in Red forces the negate. The Alibur Protection Program play. Literally. That is literally the plan. But the thing is, it's all operating on the assumption that resolving Branded Fusion wins the game. Which It's easy to say, but it turns out it's not that simple. Branded Fusion does not insta-win the game. So, I missed this, by the way. They, for some reason, negated Sarnia, which is, like, crazy weird, in my opinion. Don't know why you would negate that. So we don't even have to waste the Branded in red. So now we just get to Branded Fusion. And Princess plus a negated Ash isn't going to stop Branded Fusion. What I'm forgetting about is the XCs with the Sanctuary that I made fun of them for. I completely forgot that this exists. Completely forgot about this play. So I was expecting to be playing against just Princess, which should be easily winning, right? Branded Fusion, Branded in red versus Princess. But I forgot about the XCs. So I go Albion, and I think what I should have done is Rinbrum, right? Rinbrum negates the XCs, so we don't have to deal with it, and then we can brand it in red for something like Mirror Jade. That was probably the way to play it. But instead I get punished. I go for Lubellion because, well, what else am I going to go for? Everything's getting popped now. It still looks okay, right? Because we have Albion triggering, Rebellion's resolved, Branded in red still exists. Here I make this really weird play. Well, it's not that weird. I decided to pop Island to get rid of follow-up before they have a fire monster to protect. That way, whatever they revive with the XCs just dies. So I'm basically deleting follow-up, but they still have a lot. Ponix is infinite follow-up, this is follow-up. OSS is follow-up in a way if they get to a Diagonal Star. They get a search for Skyburn, which is like irrelevant. But I just don't have anything. Somehow we ended up losing. It's my bad for, well, the game isn't over yet, but, I still make more mistakes, actually. But, it was completely on the fact that I missed this card existing. This effect, 2x's, went over my head. Otherwise, we would have had a much better line. So here, I revive right away, which is correct. It's correct because what I should do is, well, you'll see. They go activate Deception, and they tribute Flamberge, which was the one unknown, right? It can't trigger. Wait, that's Furious? What am I saying? Yes, it's Furious Dragon. Wouldn't Princess have forced Rinbrum anyway? No. I mean, yes, if they went Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, or Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, they could have gotten around it, right? Chainlink 1 Princess, Chainlink 2, Sanctuary. They could have gotten around Rinbrum. I didn't actually think about the lines, if I'm honest. Like I said, I completely missed this effect. But there was surely a better line than what I did if I'd remembered that it exists. But here, because we know this, the Ponix is known, the Skyburn is known. What I should have done is just pop this. I should have popped Deception. I got confused again because this is in the graveyard. Hallowed Azaminia is in the graveyard. So I was like, what the heck? This person plays 2 Hallowed in Fire King Snake Eye. What is going on? And I was so confused by it that I completely missed that this is still the correct pop. if they have a second Hallowed, or any other target, like what they actually search for is debtors. This is the same thing, it's just quick play Hallowed, basically. It's still correct to pop this, because even though they can add this back from the graveyard, which is why I was thinking it's irrelevant, right, to have the second Hallowed, because they can get the first one back anyway, they still need the Deception to use it, which is a misplay of mine, because we know they don't have any more Sinful Spoils. So this card and the Hallowed in the graveyard is dead if we just pop the Deception. So that was a complete mistake from me. Now they get to force my Furious, right? It's the same thing, we can chain, but they got a free +1. And in fact, this card is quick play, so they completely blow me out with the debtors. This was our plan all along, to chain the red to summon a Mirror Jade, but this is like a last-ditch effort. Because we're on nothing but Mirror Jade. And they get to summon an Omni Negate, which checks it. So we pretty much messed up this game quite a lot. Right, with the Flamberge, they get Snake Eye Ash, and now it's just do whatever you want. Not many players are on Debtor, so it would have been hard to expect it. Yes, but even if it was a random second Hallowed for some reason, it was still correct to pop the Deception. Because it made no difference other than one card in hand. That's the only difference it made, right? For a potential, like, longer game. So I should have still popped it. To be fair though, now that I think about it, discard Flamberge with OSS in the graveyard might have been unbeatable no matter what. Because that was full Snake Eye combo. They don't OTK me because they can't, but I can't top deck anything out of this. Magnuma isn't good enough, they just get every follow-up. We could have drew like Branded Fusion, I guess, but we didn't, so. Yeah, and that's game. But we didn't is kind of cute. What do you mean? I mean, we didn't draw it. Kirin to 1 when? It's coming back to 3 before going to 1. Let's be honest. Anyway, so I finally got to go first, and I sided, I was ready to cook, and then look at my hand. Look at this hand. What do you do going first with this? Their hand is also kind of awful. Like, this is kind of a lame hand. They even drop Perulia, and I'm not gonna summon. We just happen to have a complete break. So at this point, all I'm trying to do, we set the Retribution to bluff, and also, if they pop it with Kirin, it makes the Saronia better, because it searches for Branded Fusion. We set the Tragedy because, again, if Kirin pops it, it searches follow-up, and it's just protecting us. We just gotta hope Nib carries, because the Bestial isn't gonna do anything. It's only Nibiru. Normal Summon Tragedy linking to Almirage. Yes. Yes. Believe it or not, I think about that every time I normal summon Tragedy. Well, I have to set it. I always think about how if I played Almirage, I could do something. Look at that draw, by the way. They drew OSS with the Nibiru. We were gonna survive that turn, but they happened to draw into Snake Eye. And Snake Eye OTK's here because this version of the deck plays the Zelantis, so we can't escape. Even with the Bestial, you can't escape Zelantis. He will always kill you. Yeah. We used the basically at the end there because on the off chance that they didn't have a fire in hand, they would have had to get rid of game with the um negate. But yeah, that was the match. But because T2 is cracked and we never actually lose a set because my other teammates are crazy, I never get to play a third match, so I'm always just playing 2 matches. But yeah, that was my recent match. I have a much harder time versus Snake Eye Fire King than Snake Eye Fiendsmith. Same. And everybody does. It's because Fire King cards are cringe and should never have been printed. But Fiendsmith is based and good for both players. Anyway, 2 hours left. We love Fire King in this house? No, we do not. Chat. It is Final Gamba time. You're based? Thank you. Hello. Can you see my black screen? It's like the slight frown as your default look is too cute. Thank you. The slight frown is my brand. Even though in reality, I'm actually kind of smiling all the time. What's in the gift box? I don't know. What is in the gift box? Definitely not gems. Oh, look at that. We found some gems. What is in the gift box, though? That's a good question. It's all legacy pack bullshit. We have so many legacy packs. Me when I find gems, yeah. 6,000 gems? That's 6 packs. That could be a whole Malice deck if we were decently lucky. But instead, we're going to spend it trying to find an alt art Alaba just so that I can conclude I like the Royals anyway and play them. But on the off chance we get a Royal alt art, that's what it's all about. That's why we're going to spend the 6k gems. Yeah, okay. So there's a cap to legacy tickets. How do you not know this? You play every day. Kyo. I used all of these, but I have lots of legacy packs. Let's do a warm-up pull. Let's get the look warmed up. Any mods here for a prediction? Mods? Mod check. We don't have to predict for legacy packs, but for the other ones. So you won't play Malice? Oh, don't worry, I'll still play Malice. Yes, mistress? Okay. I say this every time. Why couldn't they put one chase card? One chase card in the pack for legacy. Like one good card. Right? Because think about it, even if they had just a super rare that was good, like, I don't know, like every single super rare here is bad. What if they had like one good card, like Droll and Logbird or something, so that your legacy pack tickets could basically just be shots at a royal, right? If there was just a couple good supers or even ultras, then you could farm royals with it. That would be nice. Because they're so useless. They're so useless. I guess technically you could get a Royal Blue Eyes. Can we get a Royal Blue Eyes? That would be cool. Or a Royal You're Finished. Royal Threatening Roar for the Paleo deck. That would be cool. That's like the most competitive card in the set. Threatening Roar. Oh, I guess Equation Cannon too. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely Equation Cannon. I actually have a Royal Equation Cannon. Royal Link Spider on top for Malice. Does Malice play Link Spider? Malice is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm excited for Malice just because I'm ready for a change in the meta. And this is coming from someone who loves Snake Eye. I was ready for a new deck to take over. Two hours left. Okay, we still have... We're going to cut it real close, it seems. It depends if they release with March Hare and Master Duel. I'm pretty sure we're kind of certain that they have March Hare, right? I don't know how, but nobody is predicting otherwise. It feels so stupid. Okay, I can receive all of these at once. Okay. It feels so stupid to spend this many gems literally hours before Malice. But we commit. I need to at least get the Ecclesia. I know I would regret it if I don't complete my sets. Royals are a bit unrealistic, but I need to complete the playset at least. It's the responsible thing to do, yeah? Ooh, this is another good card, but everybody has a copy by now. You'll be happy when you get the smileys, yeah. You can always get Malice. Malice might be another deck to Royal. I'm kind of more excited for Raziel though. Like, I'm focusing on Royaling Branded, and I'm not like a whale or anything. So like I can't Royal Ultra Res. But Malice might be good to Royal as well. Surely they won't all be Ultra Res. I'm also missing Ecclesia, but I have a Royal base. Well, we're in the same position. We have a Royal Ecclesia. But I still want a copy of the alt art. Anyway. Gamba time. The main Gamba. Let's put appropriate music on. I guess this one is kind of edgy. I don't have edgy tunes. Toho music is kind of never edgy. Okay, prediction time. What will the prediction be? Let's do, how many Ultra Reds? But make sure you put a 0 option and like a 5+ option. May your pulls be great, thank you. This is what we need. And one more copy of this. Please no more Albaz. We've pulled like 7 of this. Did we predict? Okay, there it is. Prediction started. None, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Or 5 plus. Let's go. Okay. People confidently voting on 3, even though 2 is the average. Rage for bonkers. Yeah. If you want to snipe the prediction, I'm gonna click the pack like a few seconds before. But you're so above the average. I'm actually below the average. When it comes to my amount of ultra res, in all 5 gambas or whatever it's been, I always pull below average amount. Okay, someone believes in 4. More people believe in 4. We're probably going to see a 0 UR opening then? Yeah. Okay, snipers, get typing. Get sniping. I saw some people, but I think they voted for the wrong one. Yeah, you were right. We're gonna get a 0 ultra. You guys don't know how bad it gets on this stream. Okay. The worst card that we get is another, like, the 10th copy of Tri-Brigade Bucephalus. That would be the worst one. Oh my god, he has a brother? Who? Who has a brother? Oh, you mean White Dusting? Yeah. Yeah, he has an adopted brother. Can we get some ultra res? Oh, hi. Plushy Bell. Look, it's your favorite. The artwork on this card goes so hard. Look at that artwork for a garbage card. Oh, we got an upgrade. Oh, 3 super res in a row? Nice. Shame they're all terrible. Okay, that's a 4 super rare pack. That's pretty good. Oh my god. Hi. Hi, rollback. Speaking of transaction rollback, could I roll back this last transaction, please? I didn't pull any ultras. Spell Gear. Look at this. This card makes no sense. It's an ancient gear card, but look how polished and clean that gear is. It's so clean. That's not a piece of an ancient gear. That's a new gear. It's too cutesy. Exactly. It's literally in bubbles. It's like literally been washed. Fun fact, spell gear is an ultra in Duel Links. I don't know what that means. Are ultra res a lot in Duel Links? Gen Z gear. Getting a random kind of sucks because now you don't get a guaranteed one. Exactly. The game knows how to give me exactly the minimum. Dragoon. We pulled Dragoon. Oh no, it's Dracoon. Okay. I didn't see that. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No, come on. Not him. Not him. Anyone but him. Can they ban it so that I stop pulling it? Yeah. Oh, we pulled Exodia. We're cracked. Wow. Toxic boyfriend. He knows you don't want him. Fuck this guy. Shurig wants to say hi. He is Shurig. Okay. Well, what was that? That was 2. So, people who overestimated the average got punished. Is this the new pack? Nope. This is the old pack disappearing in like half an hour. So we need to be quick. Next Gamba. Let's do will we get a royal? Next Gamba is going to be will we get a royal? It's another zero rainbow packs. Gotta love it. Bro is a toxic boyfriend. He's at April's pack instead of mine. Why would you want a Bucephalus? I like Tri-Brigade and he's hot. Okay, good answer. By the way, what do other VTubers do when they need to take a drink? Because every time I drink, it obviously like fucks up the model. What do other VTubers do? Do they have a solution to that? I'm all in on Royal. Let's go. Yeah or no? Okay. I think some of them get dehydrated. You're the only VTuber I watch, so I wouldn't know. That's kind of based, because that means I'm doing something special. Can't you just lower yourself and drink from a straw? Drink from a straw. That's actually a good answer. That's a good answer. I'll invest in a straw. Anyway, let's open the packs. This is where we spontaneously pull like 10 random ultras. Oh, right out of the gate. Surprise ultra rare. Junk destroyer. Here to destroy my dreams. My dreamiers. G-Golem Dignified Trillathon. What is dignified about this guy? The ones I assist? The ones I assist drink, but the model doesn't have problems like this. What do you mean the model has problems? Do you think my model has problems? What's wrong with my model? Okay, next pack. Some VTubers have drinking animations. Okay, Tri-Brigade pack. All the Tri-Brigades. Model is too cozy looking. You think I'm cozy looking? Thank you. I should point out, by the way, for your Gamba, that your predictions, we have never failed to get a royal. In some way, shape, or form, every single Gamba has ended in a royal. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I need to upgrade my like idle animation. Oh my god, it's one slot away. It's not gonna be an alt art. God damn it. Pain. Thanks for the gimmick puppet, little soldiers. Thanks so much. I love gimmick puppet. Okay, big upgrade. Royal time. Hang on, Mac. Royal? No. What if I microwave my potato chips and added barbecue sauce? Then you'd be extremely American. What do you think about Battle Wasp becoming meta relevant? It's not meta relevant. Battle Wasp is irrelevant, isn't it? Isn't it really bad? Sorry about the bad English. Your English is fine. Get off your alt account, Abby. Literally, two people asking about Battle Wasps. That is way too many. That is too suspicious. That deck has no fans. If they delete all the new cards, then Battle Wasp might be meta. Really? They delete all the new cards? Do you think it beats Branded? I don't think so. Ancient Warrior, Defense of Changban. Who who the hell has seen this before? This card was printed just now. This card did not exist until it was just pulled by me. He's back. Why is he always back? We've only pulled 2 ultras from the pack, and both of them have been Bucephalus. This is a dark scheme against me. "30 packs, why would he come home?" Oh, we got a lot of ultra rares, but no real ones. I think he likes me, yeah. Okay, let's do ultra rares again. Actually, why don't you do a special Gamba? You could do like a super Gamba. Like, will we get specifically another Bucephalus or not? I will literally trade my Royal Alaba for that man, not a joke. You are out of your mind. That card is so easy to pull. It's the easiest one to pull. It's the most common pull in the set. Okay, what's the current prediction? Is it Royal again? One new event. Another arms. Oh god. What are the chances they extend the alt art pack? 0. The chance is 0. People voting on no. Have they not watched the Gambas? The chance of pulling one is so high. We have extra buff. He really likes us. People. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just me. Oh. Well, I see a number. I see 1,780. How am I supposed to know that that is one person? See, now people are voting on no. I think he's gonna show his face again. We have one Ultra. 3 packs, 1 rainbow. Out of 30 packs, 1 rainbow. Just wanna let that sink in. 1 rainbow. Okay, nothing in that one. Can we get alt art for Tri-Brigade so Bucephalus gets an extension? No. Okay, nothing in that one. If we pull a Royal Bucephalus, that would be perfect. That would be a legendary story. Chat, I'm gonna attack you with my pheromones. You better watch out. Alt art Alaba! Yeah, let's go. I've made this joke like 10 times. Earthbound Fusion. Cool. We'll never have trading in Master Duel? Yeah, of course. Of course we will never have trading in Master Duel. Trading is not trading is not a system that works in any game. Like, tell me one example of any game that actually has trading and it's like it's real. Because like the Pokemon pocket trading is not real. Okay, 3 blink outs in a row. What are you trying to say? Blink and you'll miss it? Yeah, you're gonna blink and you'll miss it. This is the alt art right here. Even though it's from the left side. What sound does this card make, chat? What sound comes to mind? What does this sound make? Oh, what sound does this card make? Or, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, there he is. Oh, it's the Dino domains. Dino domains. Wait, Oviraptor's on this card. The Ryuge card has a Oviraptor on it. And this guy, who's this guy? It's not looking good. It's looking so bad. It's one ultra rare in the last pack. It's gonna be him again. It's gonna be him. My god, it's in the last pack. Please? What do you mean, please? Do you want it to be him or not? Oh my god. We got it. We got smileys. It isn't alt art. Let's go. Smileys. I finally have one of each of them. Let's go. It wasn't only ultra rare. See what I mean though? The game gives me minimum ultras. Absolutely minimum. Okay, next Gamba. Go. Go, go, go. How many ultra rares? Go, go, go. We gotta end the stream before maintenance, so we gotta get it all done. I guess you can't make the prediction go any faster. 90% of gamblers quit before they get the missing alt art. It's really sad though, because in my head, I don't even think the third Alba would be enough. Because I got the Royal Albaz, so I really want a playset of Royal Albaz, which is way too much to expect. Who's the sprite with Albaz? This is a Springans. Does Ecclesia have one? No, she doesn't. Who is this in the corner, though? Look at these guys. These look like Plunder Patrol monsters. This looks like Plunder Patrol. Am I going crazy, or is this Plunder Patrol? That's the next lore main character? Surely. Ecclesia is a mass murderer. Literally. Literally. It's just her and the havoc she's caused. Okay, let's go. Oh look, one rainbow. 40 packs? 2 rainbow packs. It doesn't get worse than this. It does not get worse than this. Okay, are we on the next Gamba? This is the one. I have a feeling this is gonna be the one. Oh, we pulled arms. We pulled the arms again. Crazy. Six ultra rares in this one, that would be something. I'm feeling good about this one. All we need is one more Aliber, and technically our sets are complete. Herald jump scare? No, Herald is cute. Herald is cute. They eat fairies, so Aliber won't come now? That is true. Scrap Factory. Why do you think this guy is holding a thumbs up while he's drowning in lava? What a positive guy. Epic movie reference? Oh, I guess it is. I think that's Scrap Hunter. I don't know what that is. What are these cards? These AI generated cards. What is this shit? It's a flying space cable. It's a phone charger. Oh, we pulled another hand. Another arm. Okay, here it is. The third rainbow pack out of 40 packs. The third rainbow pack. Oh my god. Why is it in this side again? Regulus. It's not the worst card, but I don't think Regulus is going to be played again. You could actually play it in Fire King. Oh, Allure of Darkness. I need this for Malice. These packs have been brutal. Like, actually trying to pull from the pack. They've been brutal for every objective. Unless your objective is just to burn gems. They've been brutal for every objective. This is standard. We always get this kind of bad luck. I don't know why. It's so consistent. Okay. Last two Gambas. What do we do for these last two Gambas? If you only want Alaba, shouldn't you be pulling Opening Act? Instead of 7 was instead of 9? Honestly, yes. But part of me still secretly wants, like, the royals of these. But maybe that's unreasonable. You're probably right. We should go pull from the Alaba pack. Opening Act. How do we not have Opening Act? I really need to craft a card just to open the Alaba pack. Okay, let's do the last two Gambas out of this. Featured cards. Will we pull Alaba? Nobody thought this would happen. Is this the next Gamba? Non 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but this doesn't talk about Ultra Rares. Oh, it does say Ultra Rares. Okay. Royal Dusk Dragon would be great. Look at all of you statistician tryhard non-believers still voting on 2 for their average and not adjusting for my luck. What's the prediction? Isn't it already out? I thought you already did it. I thought you already made it. Okay, well you can just predict if we get Alaba or not. It's not very likely considering we have no rainbows yet again. 50 packs, 3 rainbows. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. He's cold. Did you do the Gamba? Okay, there we go. We will pull 2 Alabas for sure. Okay, but did you specify which Alaba? Will you get Alaba? Okay, we might have to do some Saul Goodman chalking on this one. Appliancer. Cool. Runic Ella. This pack is not hitting as hard. The ultras, I mean the normals and the res, they're not hitting as hard. The shaking is scaring me. What shaking? Oh, a random Pyro Phoenix. It's missing the looming threat of Bucephalus. True, we have escaped him. Oh my god. It's so bad. I had to take a break because look at the pack brings back bad memories. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at pulling. We have the sad music on now. What the heck is this? Fabled Dianaria. Would you search this off of Tract? Fiendsmith support. It's so bad, chat. I don't understand why the pulls are so bad. Can we get an actual ultra rare? Like, there's been no good pulls for any objective. Wow. I love the Fabled cards. I like Lurie, because Fiendsmith is cool. But the Fabled cards themselves, I don't know anything about them. Shock Surprise. This is me after pulling one ultra rare. Oh. Hi, OPs. I did not even know you were in here. Hi, OPs. Hi. Okay, that was a nice end. But too bad we don't need any more OPs. We're on the last pack now. Last pack. Okay, what the Gamba this time? What can the Gamba be this time? I guess we can just vote on Aliber again. Or maybe we can vote on Masquerade. I love this card. Masquerade is one of my favorite cards. It's a shame that you can't play it. Will I pull a random Bucephalus? If I pulled a random Bucephalus, if he followed me, there would be something going on. That would be suspicious. Oh my god. Is that an honest to god genuine good 10-pack with 2 rainbows? This could be the one. This is the one. This is where we get the Royal and the Aliber. I can sense it. Okay, what are we predicting this time? It's just for Aliber. This is the one. The super is on the right side. Let's go. I'm hopeful. Me too. Let's get the music needs to get a bit more upbeat. We got this. Red Eye's Transmigration. I remember when this card came out. I know I'm so old. I'm a dinosaur. I'm like Phoebe. But I remember when this card came out and I was so bad at the game, I thought this was broken. This and the ritual that you guys don't even remember. It's not even on here. Lord of the Red. I thought this was so broken. Target a monster on the field, destroy it. Wow, crazy. I mean, it's not bad, but it's I thought this was so good. Yeah, what a comedy. I'm a comedy genius, aren't I? His packs, yeah. Lord of the Red, the non-searchable, non-red eyes monster. Fifth Hope. Wow. We really need some hero hope right now. Not hero cards, but some hope. Another rollback. What is it trying to say? What is it trying to say about my transaction today? It's trying to tell me to roll it back. The game is like, please stop. Please stop. Hello, PayPal. Oh my god, we pulled Masquerade. We actually did. Hi, Masquerade. Reboot. Hi, first time here. What are we doing? We're pulling. Hi, Bellas. Nice name. Thank you for first time chatting. We're just about to end though. We've been pulling and we're on the last pack. But it's not been going very well. Oh my god, another uppies. Literal another uppies. This is two... This could have been two Albas. Uppies. Triple uppies? I think we have 5 uppies. I think I already had a playset of uppies. This pull is a black catastrophe. This pull is a comedy. At least you got them. I only got one Cartesia. That is kind of sad, but how many gems did you sink? Over like 5 Gambas, we must have put like 20k gems. Love me some Branded, even though I suck at it. Branded is really fun, and you should keep playing it. Okay, chat. This is the last pack. This is the single last pack. Can we please? This is my last chance. The card goes away forever in 20 minutes, and I don't have any more gems. This is my last chance to get an Alaba. Oh my god, it was actually a royal. What if it was Alaba? What if it was him? That would have been so crazy. That would have been so hype. It's kind of Alaba. It's so close to Alaba. That's a good pull though. Finally, like a good 10 pull. Why couldn't all of our 6 pulls have been this? Anyway, now it's time to dust and do a little crafting. See if we can get our royal. Yeah, I have 5 Cartesia. Let's dust a couple of them. did not successfully vote on a single poll tonight. I'm so sorry. Don't forget arms. I mean, we are definitely dusting arms, don't worry. Of course we're dusting arms. Fuck you. Fuck you, Bucephalus. Give me your arms. And that's it. That's all of our cards. Boom. That's a lot of ultra rare dust. We could maybe have enough for Malice. Copium, maybe. What should we try and craft here? Probably the third high spirits, right? We have the 2 royals. We need to complete the playset. Let's see if we can get this. If we don't get this, this will be the first time we failed to get a royal. Enjoy the stream. Have a good night, everyone. Good night. Don't you want to see if I get a royal, though? This is our last attempt to break the streak. Or to keep the streak going, I should say. It's not looking good. The streak is gonna end. Chat. It's the last one. It's not a royal. Are you the bad luck? I don't know, you might be. It's fine, we've had bad luck every single Gamba. We just happen to get some random royals. We dismantle them and go again. That is true. That is true. We did not get him. We did not get him. That's so sad. The streak is over. What changes were made to the list for Malice format? I mean, take it with a grain of salt, because I don't even know what Malice cards say on them. I don't know anything about Malice. My first impression is I need to play hand traps, and I need to play Lancia and Chaos Hunter. That's it. That's all I know so far. But I will obviously change my mind as I learn Malice. You have 3 default versions? What do you mean by that? I can do more dusting? Is that what you're trying to say? I guess you're not wrong. Yeah, I don't want to dust any of the rest of this. Even though I'm never going to play like this, or this, I can't dust royals. Keep a glossy? Hell no. I don't care about a glossy. And I'll dust this so that I can make it a 3-pull. The last one, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Because I'm kind of hungry. And it's also maintenance like any minute. So, last chance to get a royal. Last chance to look at me, Hector. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's it. That's all we got. Since we didn't get the Alaba Royal, that means we play our royals. And since we didn't get the Albaz Royal, that means we play our royals. No, we gotta play the other Albaz. There we go. Because we need to play all the royals. Royals are better than a lot. Anyway, that'll do it. Let's raid someone. Thanks for gambling with me. Well, Raw Carlos is playing Ace Attorney. Okay, we gotta raid that. We gotta raid that.